What happens to home values? During economic uncertainty, whenever the economy feels uncertain, one question always seems to come up. What will happen to home values? Whether the headlines are talking about inflation, interest rates, stock market volatility, or concerns about the broader economy, many buyers and homeowners start wondering if they should make a move or wait. First, it's important to understand that economic uncertainty does not automatically mean home prices will fall. One of the biggest misconceptions in real estate is that negative economic news always leads to declining home values. In reality, housing prices are influenced by many factors, including housing supply, buyer demand, employment levels, population growth, interest rates, and local market conditions. And that's an important point. Real estate is local. While national headlines may affect consumer confidence, local markets often tell a very different story. Here in Metro Atlanta, factors such as population growth, job creation, business expansion, and ongoing demand for housing continue to support the market. So what typically happens during uncertain economic periods? One common trend is that buyer activity may slow down. Some buyers choose to pause their search because they're concerned about interest rates, job security, or future economic conditions. At the same time, sellers may become more flexible. That can create opportunities for buyers through price adjustments, closing cost assistance, or repair negotiations. You may also see homes spending a little more time on the market. But longer days on market don't necessarily mean prices are crashing. In many cases, it simply means the market is becoming more balanced. Another major factor is housing inventory. When the number of homes available for sale remains limited, competition can continue even during uncertain times. Limited inventory often helps support home values and prevents dramatic price declines. Let's talk about interest rates for a moment. Higher interest rates can reduce affordability and lower purchasing power. However, rates alone do not determine home values. The relationship between supply and demand remains one of the biggest drivers of pricing in any housing market. Interestingly, many homeowners become reluctant to sell during uncertain periods. As a result, fewer homes may come onto the market, which can further limit inventory and help stabilize prices. Strong growth markets often perform differently than slower growth areas. Metro Atlanta continues to attract new residents, corporate relocations, and expanding industries, all of which contribute to long-term housing demand. History also gives us valuable perspective. While housing markets experience cycles, real estate has often proven resilient over the long term. Population growth, economic development, limited housing supply, and inflation have historically supported housing values over time. For buyers, economic uncertainty can actually create opportunities. You may face less competition, have more negotiating power, and enjoy more time to make thoughtful decisions instead of feeling pressured into a bidding war. For sellers, success often comes down to realistic pricing, strong presentation, and understanding current market conditions. Well-prepared homes continue to attract serious buyers regardless of market headlines. The key is focusing on long-term goals instead of short-term predictions. Rather than asking, what will happen next month? Ask questions like, does this move support my long-term plans? Is the home affordable? Am I financially prepared? And does this neighborhood fit my future goals? Communities such as Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Suwanee, Duluth, Marietta, and Woodstock continue to attract buyers because of their strong schools, amenities, employment opportunities, and quality of life. The bottom line is this: economic uncertainty can change market conditions, but it doesn't automatically mean home values will decline. Understanding your local market and focusing on your long-term goals will often lead to better decisions than trying to predict every economic headline. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.